I've ever taken with a network, because the older lady went, I loved pop-up video.
Yeah.
The woman I had, like, it turned out the meeting was with like an older woman. She was around my age, and she was like, grew up watching pop-up video. It was the best. You learned this about all this. You learned extra stuff about the artist.
Yeah.
And so we're like vibing on it. And I was like, straight up, you own the IP.
Yeah.
Reboot that shit. I'll host it. We'll make it a little darker. We'll make it funnier.
Yeah.
We'll bring in writers. We'll have like a good time. And she's like, I could see it in her face. This is like, and then her assistant, who's straight out of college, goes, I don't know if we could call it pop-up video. And I was like, I just did the hand.
Yeah,
and I go,
yeah.
We'll call it pop-up video. And then
Yeah.
she goes, we should call it like super fun stuff you don't know about video. She like said something like that. And I was like, that's why it's always funny when I see comics that publicly are like, fuck this network or fuck that network. It's like, no, not fuck that network. You have a problem with this specific person at that network.
Of course.
That didn't greenlight something.
And they're always like, I'm sorry, there is anger and hate that I hold, but like, we're talking talentless, rich women that are truly like, they're held in regard as if they've done anything in their life.
Yeah.
Their parents paid the rent so they could be $20,000 income.
Dude.
And eventually they're VP of fucking
Let me tell
comedy
you
development.
When
Who the fuck are you? Have you ever made a sketch? Have you ever done anything in your life?
I remember going to a meeting. This is when MTV was turning into pure shit. It was like still shit,
R.I.P. MTV.
but it wasn't when MTV was doing, like, they just went full like 16 and pregnant, all that shit.
Yeah.
They were just like, we don't give a fuck about music anymore. We're not doing any of our cool programming. They were like, we have a meeting with MTV. And I told my agents, I was like, there's nothing. They don't want me. I'm an alcoholic. At the time, I was like just drinking every day. I was like, they don't, there's nothing. And I don't think there's anything I want to do with them.
Yeah.
They're like, no, there's this new girl who works there who saw you at the cellar, and she thinks you're so funny, and she wants to meet with you. And I go in her office, and it's her. She was really nice. And then her assistant, who's like fresh out of college.
Yeah, 23.
Whose dad probably runs BlackRock.
100%.
Who probably flips fucking Section 8 housing for profit. And that meeting to me was like, oh, this shit's so broken.
Yeah.
Because I sat down and they're like, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And I went, well, you guys should start playing music again. I was like, this like reality shit sucks. You guys should start doing music. And I was like, bring pop-up video back.
Yeah.
I was like, you guys own VH1. You own the IP. Let me host pop-up video.
Yeah.
I would host the fuck out of that.
That would be so sick.
And dude, that was the funniest part of any meeting I've ever taken with a network, because the older lady went, I loved pop-up video.
Yeah.
The woman I had, like, it turned out the meeting was with like an older woman. She was around my age, and she was like, grew up watching pop-up video. It was the best. You learned this about all this. You learned extra stuff about the artist.
Yeah.
And so we're like vibing on it. And I was like, straight up, you own the IP.
Yeah.
Reboot that shit. I'll host it. We'll make it a little darker. We'll make it funnier.
Yeah.
We'll bring in writers. We'll have like a good time. And she's like, I could see it in her face. This is like, and then her assistant, who's straight out of college, goes, I don't know if we could call it pop-up video. And I was like, I just did the hand. And I go, we'll call it pop-up video. And then she goes, we should call it like super fun stuff you don't know about video. She like said something like that. And I was like, yo, this is fucked.
Dude.
And then I just started watching it spin out. And I was like, to the lady, I was like, it was nice meeting you. I don't think there's anything here for us. But then you watch just MTV go down the drains, and you're like, well, of course they're playing ridiculousness all day. They don't make anything.
These executives at these creative places, it's like when you have a conference call for like a real job, right? And there's always some fucking Debbie at the end who just wants to put her fingerprint going like, I'm listening, I'm working, and she'll just drone on for 5 minutes about fucking nothing.
Yeah.
They have to put their fingerprint on and say, I did that.
So
during the process of Delco proper, it got morphed. If you look at our pilot at the funeral,
it's unbelievable.
It's perfect.
It's unbelievable.
It's our dark tone. It's the image and the comedy that we wanted.
Fat Butterly with blonde hair.
Hilarious. Dude, one of their notes of Butter, like, we don't think he would call her a bitch. This fucking young bitch. You don't think that animal would call a woman a bitch? Have you seen?
Did you watch the episode?
Who we're creating?
Which
you don't think he would call a woman a bitch?
When you watch that pilot, it's just the Leo meme the whole time.
Yeah. Right?
Everybody go, oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
There he is.
Oh my God. Randy's a creep.
Yeah.
And fucking Shane's the ump.
Yeah.
It's a Little League game.
Dude.
And it's like crazy when you watch it. What's crazy to me is, I know where we made our faults. Because at the same time, this is like one of those things where you find out where you go, that would have been so cool. They were developing Delco proper, and Michelle Wolf and I shows. Used people.
Used car lot.
About working at the used car lot with Nick DiPaolo.
Yeah.
And fucking
it was great.
Tony Amatuk. We had like an unbelievable cast.
Yeah.
And that script was dark and funny, and watching them come in and fucking ruin it. They made us,
dude.
They took a 24-minute pilot and they were like, here's what we're going to do. Snapchat is huge.
Yeah.
So we're going to film 3 different episodes. So we had to take a pilot, take it into 3 different things.
Yeah.
And then what we filmed, they went, Snapchat's only 5 minutes. So cut your 11-minute things down to 5 minutes. They edited it, took all the good stuff out. I won't even post it.
You can't.
Michelle and I were so fucking angry at that whole situation.
Yeah.
That like, I remember this is when I was on the bonfire. I remember being in one of the fucking conference rooms on the 37th floor of Sirius, just an empty conference room, screaming at someone, being like, what the fuck are you doing to this show?
Yeah.
Because you guys got to make the pilot, at least film it.
Yeah.
They buckled us at the script process. They were like, I don't know. Dude, Nick DiPaolo as a fucking car owner, as a used car owner. Letting him be angry and racist.
Shane and I would watch his podcast, like late night.
Yeah.
Just watching him rant.
I mean, dude,
I love that fucking
we set up
Nick DiPaolo losing his fucking mind.
And also, maybe
the funniest thing ever.
Maybe this country wouldn't be so divided if you would have a show that had Michelle Wolf and Nick DiPaolo.
100%.
Because
it's real.
One of the greatest scenes we had was we went, Nick, go off on Michelle, and he's like, oh, you fucking stupid red hair. Yeah. And he like went off on her, and then she fired back, and I was like, this is awesome. This is awesome. We had a good director. We had but it was fingerprints. Yeah. It was people getting in and fucking with it.
Yeah.
And by the end, it sucks when you make something and you're with it the whole time. And by the end, you go, look what they've done to my boy.
Dude, me and McKeever worked like for 10 years doing sketches and stuff like that. But like, if you look at that first pilot of like the even before the web series, the funeral episode, that's the one where I'm like, that's the lens of what we wanted to capture. And then it goes to the web series, fingerprint. Then it goes to the pilot for television, double fingerprint. Yeah. And then it's like, well, this is not who we are.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's
the beauty of what they're doing with Tires with Netflix is like the full creative control. Dude. It's all about numbers. No one gives a fuck anymore. You can eliminate all these fucking, these nonsensical fucking morons.
And what you do is you have Shane and McKeever going in there going, leave me the fuck alone.
100%.
And Netflix goes, for sure.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is very
That's on the
rare.
back of Shane going, I'm the fucking best in the world right now.
Because I'm the heavyweight
champ.
You
can suck my dick.
Yeah.
I'll let you know when I'll call you back.
You know what's funny is, because when you remember, Shane was a young pup when Delco Proper's going on. And it's almost like he grew up to be like, I watched what you guys did to my boys. You're not fucking doing that again. Suck my dick. Make the show I want to make. And that's what you need. That's what you need, is you need a big dog, that someone's going to come in and big dog. And go, fuck you, I'm not making that.
Well, McKeever's doing the same thing, like creative-wise, where he's like, he's not, I know for a fact he's not making the same mistakes and letting people step on some product. He's like, this is how I'm doing it. You could suck my bird too. You know what I mean?
Came out hot after Stone Cold Law got killed. We had a show, we sold it with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm not talking about this was like, we were like, and maybe we can get him.
Yeah.
He was on the Zoom calls. He was fucking bloop, bloop, popping up going, hey, what's going on, boys? And you're like, hey, Steve. Swear to God.
That's
just
funny.
popping up being like, what's going on with you guys? Yeah, I'm in Utah learning how to shoot a sniper rifle. And me and Saint Germain are like, I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima. It's a samurai game. Feeling like a queer. But I was so hot after that cartoon got killed. Because here's what pissed me off. We wrote, Saint Germain's such a fucking great writer.
Dude, he's so funny, dude.
We wrote.
I was supposed to do a podcast with Bobby Kelly last night.
Yeah.
And I'm taking this antibiotic for the eye thing. I passed out. I missed the fucking podcast.
Bobby
hasn't responded to me yet.
He's a hero.
Dan did. Dan said, are you okay? Okay, is there anything I can help with? Bobby,
he's the sweetest.
Bobby sent me to the moon. I'm gonna find out if he's really upset.
He is. But I'm going to tell you right now, he is.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Sight unseen.
Bobby, I'm sorry.
Sight unseen.
Just make this the only clip. Bobby, I'm sorry I missed your Bobby.
I'm going to tell you right now.
I was a sick boy.
Hold on real quick, Tommy.
Yeah.
Sight unseen. He's very mad. But he just saved a life. So he's okay. He's a hero. He's running off the fumes of being a hero.
Yeah.
So you made your mistake at the right time, is what I want to say. It's all about timing. But what's funny is when I came off that Stone Cold, we wrote the script, we gave it to him, and then Peacock's coming back to us going, we're passing it around the office. Everyone thinks this is hilarious. If we can get Steven Seagal to be the bad guy in this would be fucking great. Stone Cold versus Steven Seagal. And then they pass on it. And you go, then what was all the dick tickling you were doing?
Dude.
So then when I came in with the cartoon we're doing now on Fox, I came in on like every meeting and I was like, here's the deal. fuck you.
Yeah.
I got a YouTube subscription. I'm on the road. I'll take, because of Shane.
Yeah.
Shane did this with Gillian Keeves.
Yeah.
When he did his first theater tour, he took the marketing money and turned around and made season 2 of Gillian Keeves.
Yep.
So when I saw that, I was like, that's a brilliant idea. When I signed up to do a theater tour, I turned around and I told all these networks, I was like, I'll make it myself.
Yeah.
There's young animators and I can get people to do the voiceover.
Now you can do everything on your own.
That's
man.
what I mean. And
they said this shit 10 years ago, but like now it's true.
It's so true that you don't need anybody.
No, dude.
But what I like about Fox is, and shout out Cheryl at Fox, she was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
She goes, I like this attitude. She's like,
well,
let's make it.
There's certain networks that are starting to function the way like a YouTube designer would. It's they're going fuck everything because they've seen it too.
Yeah.
And if you get in the I do voiceover for Universal Basic guys on Fox, and it's like those guys are like, they don't abide by the rules either. It's
also,
just like,
shout out those guys because of their show. They were like our premise of our show. They're like, that might pair well together.
Yeah.
And you're like, please.
Yeah, it's season 3 right now.
Fucking please. I know.
Yeah.
Because they're the same production and everything that our show is.
Nice.
So we're watching them and we're going like, guys, can you give us a green light, please?
Yeah.
We can make a fucking great show.
Let's go.
And we got roles for everybody, baby.
Yeah.
Just fucking let us in the door.
Yeah.
But
I'll do something for you.
fuck yeah.